Hi guys, this is Sadek from doadmin.com, and in this video, we'll show you how to unlock the bootloader on any Xiaomi phone without using PC and without using the Mi Unlock tool. So please take a backup of all the data on your phone and make sure that the process might make the warranty null and void as well. So if that's well and good, then let's get started. You will need two things. First off, you will need a secondary phone. In my case, I'm using a OnePlus phone as a secondary phone, and this is my primary phone, the Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro. I will unlock the bootloader on this phone. And secondary, you will also need a USB OTG device. You could get it from Amazon or Flipkart or any site of your choice. So this is an USB OTG type A to type C, as you could see. So make sure you have this device as well, and a secondary phone, which in my case is a OnePlus phone. So first off, let me show you my primary phone. This is the Redmi Note 10 Pro, and the bootloader on this phone is currently logged. If I go to the settings menu and I go to additional settings, then under the developer option, you could see that the OEM unlocking is currently turned off. Likewise, under the Mi Unlock status, it's showing as the device is logged. So as of now, our ultimate aim will be to unlock its bootloader, but without using the PC or without using the Mi Unlock tool. We'll only use our secondary phone to get this job done. So on that note, let's get started. So you could also open my site on my PC, on your PC, and then get hold of the commands as well. That will be easier, or you could use the phone as well. So let me show you what needs to be done. First and foremost, you will have to check mark a few requirements. So you have to add your account on your phone, on your Xiaomi phone. So go to settings menu on your Xiaomi phone, then go to Xiaomi account and make sure that you have an account added there. If that is well and good, then go back, and after that you have to go to about phone and type on MIUI version 7 times. You will get a prompt that you are now a developer. Once you get this prompt, go back and go to additional settings, then go to developer option, and now enable the toggle next to OEM unlocking. You will now get a prompt. Again, tap on enable. After that, go to Mi Unlock status, then tap on agree, and now you have to tap on add account and device. And once you do so, wait for around 5 to 10 seconds, and then you will see added successfully. Mi account is associated with this device. While you are carrying out this process, make sure that the Wi-Fi is turned off and you only have the carrier data turned on. A SIM card needs to be inserted and the carrier data should be enabled, but the Wi-Fi should be turned off. Once that is done, simply tap on this button and your account will be added. Once you have done the requirements, let's now move ahead with the next step. So with this, we have checkmarked the prerequisites. So moving on, our next course of action is to get the data code. So for that, let's suppose this is our phone B and our phone A is the Xiaomi phone on which the bootloader is being unlocked, and this is our phone B. So as of now, I will be using my phone B. So on this phone, let me zoom it a little bit. So as of now, you will have to go to this link, this GitHub page, go there and tap on the overflow icon at the top right and select enable desktop side. And then you will have to, so just a minute, let's again open that link. So this is the GitHub page. Go to that page and tap on the desktop site. Once that is done, you will see a code button. So click on that code button and select download zip. The zip file will now be downloaded. Once that is done, you will now have to extract this zip file. So let's now get this job done as well. So simply extract this zip file anywhere on your phone. The name of the zip file will be Termux Mi Unlock main.zip. So simply extract it. So just a minute, tap on unzip and let's do that. And with this, we have extracted the folder, as you could see, Termux Mi Unlock main, and these are the files. So anyways, with this we have extracted. Let's now move ahead with the next step. So once we have got the data file, our next course of action is to install the Mi Unlock APK. So since we have extracted the file, you will get the account APK. So simply tap on it and it will now install. So let's install the APK as well. So the APK has now been installed. Once the APK has been installed, let's move ahead with the next step. So now you'll have to launch that app and it will take you to the Xiaomi sign-in page. So open the Xiaomi account app and now you will have to type in your phone number and the verification code. So let me do that as well. Once you type in your phone number, tap on the get code button and then you should get a code on your Xiaomi phone on which the SIM card is currently inserted. So just wait for a few seconds and then you will get a code on your Xiaomi phone. Likewise, you will also get a captcha as you could see from here. So type in the captcha and just a minute. Hit submit and you will now get a code on your Xiaomi phone in a matter of few seconds. So I have got the code on my Xiaomi phone. Let me type it and hit submit. Once that is done, it might ask you to enter the email ID, so skip it. So now you will get this long list of command as you could see. Simply hit the copy button and with this we have got the data code onto our phone. So let me show you. So this was the step 2 of getting the data code. So with this we have now got the data code and make sure to keep this app window opened and simply hit the copy once so that the code will be copied onto the clipboard. Once that is done, let's now move ahead with the next step. So next up what we have to do is install a few packages on Termux. For that you will first and foremost have to download the Termux app and the Termux API apps. I've given the link to both these apps. So simply let's install this app. So with this we have installed the API and I already have the Termux app. So once we have installed both these apps, let's now move ahead with the next step. So now your first course of action is to install a few packages. The first command is the package update. You could simply keep this tab open on your phone, on your secondary phone, and copy the command from here and paste it in the Termux window. So let me first launch the Termux window and let's paste the first command and hit enter. Just a minute, let me verify. So it's good. Hit enter. It will now install a few packages and wait for a few seconds. The packaging, download and install will now start and it will take around up to a minute at the very max. As you could see, it's now showing as the progress bar of the settings. You might get confirmation at various stages. Make sure to type in Y at every stage. Whenever it asks you something, just type Y, which stands for yes, because we have to install all the packages. It will take around up to a minute. So let's just wait for the time frame and then we will be back. So as you could see the progress bar, the packages are being installed and then we could move ahead. So again you are getting a prompt, again type in Y and hit enter. So let's again type in Y, hit enter, again Y and enter, again Y and enter, Y then enter, Y and enter. So with this we have installed the packages. The Y over here stands for yes, as you might be aware. Anyways, moving on. Now you have to install the git package. So simply copy this command, pkg install git, package install git, copy it and paste it in the Termux window and hit enter, and it will now start install the remaining packages. That is also done. So let's now move ahead with the next step. So now we have to install vim. So again copy this command and paste it in the Termux window and hit enter. Again it will ask you a prompt around 4 to 5 times or even more. So make sure to type in Y every time. So with this it has been installed. So let's now move ahead and you have to now copy the below command. So let's make sure to copy the entire command. So it might take a while. So with this we have copied the command and you just have to paste it in the Termux window and hit enter. It could take a while for the process to complete. So let's wait for the time frame. So with this, the process is done and we are getting the Termux Me Unlock screen as you could see over here. Now let's move ahead with the next command. So now you have to copy this command. Again, make sure to copy the entire command and paste here and hit enter, and the packages will be installed and it might ask for your confirmation. So make sure to type in Y while the packages are being installed. It might take up to a few seconds, so let's just wait for the packages to be installed. You could keep a track of the same from the progress bar as well. So let's wait for all the packages to installed. In the meantime, while the packages are being installed, you could move ahead with your so the packages are now installed, and for the time being we are done with our phone B, and we could now move ahead with our phone A, which is the Xiaomi phone on which we want to unlock the bootloader. So for that, you will have to boot your phone to fastboot mode. So first and foremost, long press the power key to bring up the power off menu and then tap on power off. Again tap on power off and your phone will now turned off. Once that happens, you will now have to press and hold the volume down and power key for a few seconds, and your phone should now boot into fastboot mode. You will get the fastboot keyword on your phone as well. So as you could see, our phone is now in the fastboot mode. Once it's in the fastboot mode, let's verify the next step. You could also verify all the steps from my guide. You could open this guide on your PC and verify the steps as well. So anyways, we are now in the fastboot mode, and the next step asks us to plug in the OTG cable on your phone B, which is my OnePlus phone. So I am plugging in my OTG cable on my phone B, as you could see from here. And now you will have to connect it to your phone A, which is the Xiaomi phone, via a USB cable. So plug in the type plug in the type C using onto the phone B, and then use the USB type C end to connect it with the Xiaomi phone. So with this, we have established a connection. So the OTG cable needs to be plugged in to your phone B, which in my case is the OnePlus phone, and that other end of the cable, which is the type C end of the cable, needs to be plugged on your Xiaomi phone, which in my case is the Redmi Note 10 Pro, and this is the phone in which I need to unlock the bootloader. So as you could, let me show you the process as well. Let me zoom out a little bit, and this is the process. As you could see, this is the OTG cable and USB cable, and the other end of the cable is plugged into the Xiaomi phone. Anyways, let's now move ahead and check out the next step of this guide. So now you will have to copy paste the below command in the Termux window. So copy this command. It's the Me fastboot devices. We will now verify the fastboot connection. So paste this command and hit enter, and you should now get a serial ID. If you are not getting any serial ID, then you might have to once again paste this command and hit enter. Either do so a couple of times, but even then, if you are not getting any ID, then unplug and replug your phone and the USB cable, and then plug it back in, and then retry the process once again. So let me unplug all the USB OTGs and the USB cables and then retry it. And let's now check out the result. So guys, I had to try around 8-9 times. I had to plug out and plug in the USB cable and OTG cable, and after that I finally got a prompt from the Termux API that is allow Termux API to access Android. So until you get this API prompt, you will have to keep on trying, and once you get this prompt, just tap on OK. And with this, as you could see, we are now getting a serial ID as well as the fastboot keyword on my phone. So this signifies that the fastboot connection has been established, and we could now move ahead with the next step. So again, I'm repeating, this process could take up to around 6, 7, 8 tries. Make sure to unplug and replug your USB cable and the OTG cable and take a different cable and try out the process, and you will ultimately succeed. So as of now, I have established the connection, and as you could see, I'm getting the fastboot keyword and the serial ID as well. So with that said, let's now move ahead with the next step. So now we will have to find our phone's code name, while you might be even aware, but still let's verify the same. So type in the next command from my guide and paste it here, and you will now get the code name. So in my case it's suite in, as you could see, suite in. It will be different for your device, so that's not any issue. Just make sure to remember whatever code name you are getting. So in my case it's suite in, as you could see from here. So let's now move ahead with the next step. Let me zoom in as well. Okay, so once that is done, our next course of action is to, the step 6 is for those device that have a Snapdragon chipset, whereas the step 7 is for those who have a MediaTek chipset. If you don't know, then you could use an app such as CPU Z to verify the same, or you could also have a look online on your phone. In my case, I'm using a Redmi Note 10 Pro which has a Snapdragon chipset, so I'll use the 6th command. If your phone has a MTK chipset, then you will have to use the 7th command. So let me use the 6th command, copy the 6th command, and then I will paste it over here and hit enter. And with this, as you could see, I have just now got a token. So I will now use this token as well in the near future. So let's keep it handy. So as of now, I have got a token and a data from here under the Me Unlock account app. I have got a data, and then I have got a token from the in the Termux window. So we will have to use both these things in the near future. Anyways, let's move ahead with the next step. So since my phone has a Snapdragon chipset, I have used the 6th step. So now I have to skip the 7th step. If your phone has an MTK chipset, you will have to use the 7th command and skip the 6th command. So with that said, let's move ahead. Now you will have to copy paste this command in the Termux window. So paste it and hit enter. Once that is done, you will now have to type in this command. The command is this. In this command, you will have to replace the product with the name of your product, which in my case was suite in. Likewise, you will have to replace the token data with the token which we have got in the Me Unlock app, which is this Me Unlock account app. So this is the data which we had got. Just a minute, let me verify the same. Okay, so here's what you have to do. First off, replace the product which you have got earlier, which in my case was suite in. Then you have to replace the token with this token which we have got in the Termux window. As you could see from here, this is the token which we have got. Likewise, then is the keyword data, and the data is this which we have got in the Me Unlock account app. So we have to replace all these 3 keywords. So let's do that. For that, let me open any messaging app so that it will be easier to type in. So let's start a new message, and I will paste the command first. Let's paste the command here. So first off, let's copy the entire command, and I'll show you the steps one by one. So this is the entire command, and first off, I'll have to replace the keyword product. So in my case, the product was suite in. This is the device code name. So replace it with suite in. Then we have the token and data. So in case of token, this is the token which we had got. It might be a little bit difficult to copy the entire data. That is not a concern. So we have copied the token, and let's replace it with the copied data. And now is the data keyword. So simply hit the copy button here and replace the data keyword with the copied data. Once you have done, you have to select all. And once you have selected all the data, just hit the copy. So we have got the entire command, and we could now simply use this command in the Termux window. So paste the command here and hit enter, and let's see what happens now. This is the step which is the most important. So as you could see, we have got the unlock device token, and this is the most important step. So with this, we could now move ahead with the next step. And now we just have to use this command and replace the unlock token with the unlock token that we have got. So let's do that, and let me simply replace it. The unlock token with the token, this is the unlock token that we have got. So let's copy it from here all the way till down, which is here. Copy it and paste it. Once you have pasted the unlock token, let me show you the status of my Xiaomi phone as well. Keep a track on Xiaomi phone as well. Now I'll hit enter, and as you could see on my Pixel phone, on my secondary phone, which is the OnePlus phone, I have got the unlock successful message, and on my Xiaomi phone, the process of bootloader unlock has started and is now undergoing a reboot. Let me first show you the status of my this phone. So as you could see, the unlocked bootloader success finished. You could verify the process from here, and now my Xiaomi phone will undergo a reboot, and upon a reboot it will wipe off all the data, and once the data wipe is done, the bootloader will be unlocked. So let's just wait. Let me now wait for the process to complete, and it could take up to a couple of minutes. The first time it will wipe off all the data from your phone, and as you could see, it's the loading screen coming up. So let's just wait for the time frame. So in the meantime, let me tell you an important thing. This process will not bypass the 7 days or 14 days by waiting time frame. You will still have to wait. If you haven't yet applied and you are doing so for the first time, you will still have to wait for the time frame, and only then you will be able to get the job done. If you are doing this for the first time, then at the step of request device unlock token, you might get a prompt that you will have to wait for 7 days. So this process does not bypass that waiting time frame. What this process does is that it allows you to unlock the bootloader even without using PC or the Mi Unlock tool, but you will not be able to bypass the waiting time frame. So if this is the first time you are unlocking the bootloader and you are at this step, the step of unlock device token, then you will get a prompt that you will have to wait for 168 hours, which is 7 days. On the other hand, if you have already unlocked the bootloader once and you are doing for subsequent time, then you will not get any waiting time frame, and the bootloader, you will then get a token which you could now use over here, and after that the bootloader will be unlocked on your phone. So as you could see, my Xiaomi phone has just been booted to the OS. So I will skip the initial setup process and show you the status of the unlock code. So let me zoom out a little bit. So the setup is now complete and we could now proceed ahead. So first off, let's go to the settings menu and go to about phone and tap on MIUI version 7 times. With this, the developer option has been enabled. Now go to additional settings, then go to developer option, and from here, as you could see, the OEM unlocking status, the bootloader is already unlocked. Likewise, if I go to Mi Unlock status, the device is unlocked. So guys, with this we have unlocked our phone simply by using a secondary phone and with the help of the OTG cable. So the entire setup involved using a USB cable, a couple of phones, and just a OTG. The only thing to keep in mind that you will have to wait for 168 hours if this is the first time you are trying out this process, because you cannot bypass this. And moreover, while verifying the fastboot connection, you might not get the fastboot command in the first try. You will have to type in the Mi fastboot devices command up to around 7-8 times, unplug and replug your phone from the PC, and do so until and unless you get the serial ID. Once you get that ID, it's just quite simple. You just have to copy paste all the commands, and all the commands will automatically get from here. Also, I made a guide. You could refer to my guide and simply copy paste the command. Just make sure to replace the synonyms, or rather the code name with their actual data. For example, in case of this was the main command, let me zoom in this case, the command which I am talking about. So this was the command get token sh. So here you have to replace the product with your device code name. Then you have to replace the token with the token that you have got in the Termux window, and then you have to replace the data with the data which you have got in the Me Unlock app. So make sure to replace these data according to the requirement. I have listed all these steps in the guide as well, so it will be easier for you. Anyways guys, on that note, I round off this video. If you have any queries, do let me know in the comment section, and thanks a lot for watching.